What's up, everybody? I'm back with another Tool Deals video, and today we're going to be talking about water flossers. I was sent this Sejoy to review. Unbeknownst to them, I already had this oral-free that I bought in January, and I lost the charger. So yeah, and we'll get to that. But I lost charger, and I wasn't buying another one, so this was just a paperweight until they popped on the scene. And guess what? They take the same charger. A little bit on that in a second. But first of all, as you can see, they do the same thing. One is far bigger than the other. The Sejoy is much larger. The tanks, so the way these things work, you fill them up with, I suggest warm water. You fill them up with warm water, and then you have various tips. The Sejoy comes with 8 different tips. As you can see here, most of them are just a repeat of the main tip you use all the time. But then you have a tongue, one for your tongue, another one for, I guess, like really getting in between there. And see, this is kind of rubbery. This really gets in between your teeth. Then you have, I don't want to take them out because then once you take them out, they get a little, harder to keep clean. And then again, it's just a bunch of the same tips. So it comes with 8 of those, where this oil-free comes with 5. This regular tip, a tongue one, and some regular tips again, and then another interesting tip. I guess it's kind of like the other one with the soft tip there, or I don't know what that is. Is that a brush? I don't know. It's flexible though. So anyway, this is taller because the tank is basically on the bottom of the thing, whereas this oil-free utilizes the back of the unit to keep it smaller, which I like. Aesthetically, this is also nicer looking. It's just better built, honestly. The buttons, I don't want to press the button because this jet is going to fly right in my face because they still trap a little water. I'll let you hear the loudness. And the loudness of this. Oh, shoot. The motors sound different because this is new. This and a piece of luggage, something bumped the button and it just ran for I don't know how long, dry. That was probably not good and might have overheated the motor. But it still works and it never lost its charge. And that was surprising. It had been like 6 months since I charged it. So anyway, that's a testament to that. But yeah, this is more aesthetically pleasing. This I got, it had some glue, it looks like, on there. The finish is very plasticky, and while this is plastic as well, it's just built better. It's just way more polished. Now, getting to the different modes, this has several different modes. It has normal, soft, pulse, and a custom. I forgot how to do the custom, but you can set your own custom mode. Here, it just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 modes, and basically they're just different levels of intensity, and they're not labeled. So kind of in the dark with what's going on with that. I also want to say that these do not replace regular string flossing. All right, this is for like when you have popcorn kernels stuck between your gum. This is what you want to use. Straight up. It'll blow that thing and blow your gums completely clear. But you still want that string to rub up against the tooth and clear off the plaque and all that. So this does not replace string flossing, but it's great to get kernels and stuff out of your teeth. Because if you use that string, boy, it's going to jam it down in the gum. You'll be miserable for a while. Also, something I accidentally forgot to mention, both of these tanks hold the same amount of water. So if you thought this held more because it was taller, you were wrong. They hold the exact same amount of water. So that's also, I feel, an important tidbit to mention. Also, another thing that's interesting, I was going to really just say the buttholes. That's legit what this is. It's bigger on the Sejoy. So it's easier to get water in there. It's easier to get water out. A little harder. You got to be a little marksman to get it in there. But, it's doable, definitely. But overall, they pretty much work the same. But let's look into the chargers. Because when you go into the details, they'll say, oh, it's a USB charger. It is on the other end. But then it has this set up here. And that charger is hard to find. I would love to see both USB, at least USB A's on these bad boys. And that way, if you lose your charger like I did, it won't be a big deal to replace it. This one is a little harder to pull out, so I'm not going to be able to do that with one hand. But overall, that's pretty much the whole thing. I mean, when you want to replace the head, you push this button and pull it up. This one, the button's on the front, and you pull it up. And that's it. Now, let's talk about pricing. I paid $40 for this. And when I see how much this costs, I have buyer's remorse. I mean, I'm a little angry, honestly. $40. This sells for $25. So, you know, they basically do the same thing. They work well. This one, I would say that, I mean, the modes are pretty much the same. I do like how you can see what mode you're in. This one, you can't. And you have to have this thing in your mouth before you press play, obviously, because the water's going to shoot all over the place. And while it's in your mouth, you know, it's just kind of hard to figure out where you are. You just keep pushing a button to feel the different intensities. This one, I can see, and it remembers where you were. I don't even know if this does because I don't know what's what. So if you're willing to work that out, what's what, and guess and fine tune it, save yourself $15 to get this along with all the extra accessories. I mean, if you want something that's going to look real nice, like I have a new Sonicare that's black and gold, and they obviously match. But that was an accident. But I don't think I'd pay $40 for this. If this was $30, $29.99, okay. But this being $25 and this $40, I don't know that it's worth the extra $15, in my opinion. But that's up to you. So anyway, hopefully this was helpful. Thank you, C-Joy, for sending me this because I really needed a new charger. I appreciate it.